Hello, I'm Adam Conrad with Coaster Craze Family. Here to talk to you about the Son of Beast plot. So, back in 2000, the Son of Beast was spawned from the Coaster War era. 218 feet monster. The Son of Beast was the only wooden coaster in the world with a loop. Unfortunately, in 2009, it had to be removed due to issues. The track was damaged. The coaster itself had issues as well. Unfortunately, it just had to be tore out for safety concerns for people and riders of all ages. So, unfortunately, the plot's been empty for multiple years now. And the Son of Beast plot is a huge flat piece of land. Only a quarter of it's being really taken up by the Banshee currently. Don't get me wrong, the Banshee's one of my favorite rides. Always will be at Kings Island, but a lot of people are speculating out there what's going to happen with the Banshee plot or the Son of Beast spot there. The Banshee plot is only taking like a quarter of it, like I said. The rest of the plot itself for the Son of Beast, it wouldn't cost much to really remove some of them trees out of there if they want to expand more land. But, within this picture I'll show you here in this video, there's plenty of land for a massive coaster, even if it's an RMC coaster. I would love to see the Son of Beast be reborn as an RMC coaster. I would love to see RMC actually have the first vertical loop coaster built since a long time. It's been a long time since we actually had a vertical loop coaster ever built. And that's just something to me that the Son of Beast itself was just famous for, was the actual wooden loop. And then it was removed, put a metal loop in its place. But that plot of land is huge. I mean, they even have the old station still sitting there, the old queue line sitting there. Why couldn't you put an RMC coaster there? So my thing is like, a lot of people are asking the question, well, when's it going to return? Or it's never going to return. That's the question for the viewers and for everybody to kind of speculate and see what the park's direction is. But I believe that the Son of Beast resurrection would be an amazing thing for the park. That's my opinion. Not many people believe so. A lot of people believe that the Son of Beast needs to be just buried to hatch it, and there's a lot of people that don't believe it needs to be buried. And the Son of Beast has always been that coaster that is always in many people's hearts to this day. Yes, it was a rough coaster at one point. Yes, it was jarring around really, really rough, and that's what made it fun for some people. It made it fun for me when I was 8 years old. I rode it 6 times in a row. My first coaster actually was the racer going backwards, and then I went forward on the racer, and I'm like, Mom, and I pointed over to the Son of Beast, and my mom's like, no, 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 like, you ain't getting me on that. Like, so I drug my brother in line 6 times in a row, and that's just how it went. But as far as everybody wants to sit there and talk about the Son of Beast plot, whether it be a metal coaster going in, whether it would be a RMC style, maybe it might be even a wood coaster. I mean, there's plenty of land out there to replace that plot of land out there with a big giant coaster. Kings Island has that potential, and its heritage of building big, the best, the fastest coasters was the thing back in the day with Paramounts. So my question is Six Flags going to hold to the heritage of Kings Island, where back in the day we had those coaster wars. I mean, now they're kind of rolling towards a family oriented park, which there's plenty of family attraction rides around Kings Island. There's plenty of things with the water park going on. There's, many things within the park that is more family oriented. And if you believe that there needs to be more coasters put in for the adults and for bigger people and for kids, that would be the best solution for everybody. Because in order for it to be a family park, you got to put bigger, better coasters in. And you need to make sure there's rides for everybody, not just, your standard day-to-day, come in family. So, in my opinion, you can go down in the comments. You can comment below. Tell me what you think, how you feel about a resurrection of the Son of Beast. But there also is another plot of land that's very interesting, and they put drones in it right now. Fortunately, it's the Vortex plot. And a lot of people wonder, are we going to get in our looping coaster? Are we going to get in our vertical loop type coaster? I would love to see RMC build a vertical loop coaster and bring back an RMC style of the Son of Beast. I mean, that would be awesome. I'd love to see a 218 feet tall RMC coaster and kind of push the limits a little bit, and that's the thing to me is we are at this point in time where at Kings Island there's been a lot of shifting around management at one point, and then we go on to the point of, well, after the past 7 years, Kings Island's kind of cut back on things. Maybe they're saving money up, maybe it's just financial budgets kind of cutting into things. It happens. I mean, we went through the COVID spell, and that also didn't help out with anything with these coasters being built and parks performing less than what they've ever performed in a long time. Cedar Fair was giving out pass extensions, and that was very nice of them. They didn't have to do that even when the passes were already bought beforehand. So at the end of the day, in my opinion, I believe the Son of Beast still lives with everybody. So I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your comments. Go down in the comments below. Tell me what you think. But I'm going to show a picture within the video as well. It's going to state, show you the plot of land and what you think about it. See what you all, see if you can see what I see with this land. I mean, there's plenty of acreage back there. But the only way they're going to be able to use that plot of land is if they use the Son of Beast station area and they build the coaster out from there. And to me, there's that spot, that big giant hole that Kings Island can fill in with a massive RMC coaster. That would add another variety to the park. That would add more attraction to Kings Island. Get more guests coming in and shuffling through. And especially if Halloween Haunt ending here very soon. You got Winterfest coming around. It's my favorite time of the year. Can't wait for Winterfest to come. But I know a lot of people, they tend to see the park and they go, well, when is there ever going to be another major coaster? Well, I'm hoping in the next few years we will see this. If not, I get what's going on. They're just catering more to the family aspect. But eventually, Kings Island's going to have to turn the page. They're going to have to bring in a big coaster, whether it would be, fixing the Vortex plot or whether it would be fixing the Son of Beast plot. Or, I mean, they could remove coasters. They could, definitely remove Congo Falls and the stage area for concerts. So, down in your thoughts below, let me know what you think. This is Adam Conrad. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.